Hey, hello, how is everyone doing? I hope you guys are doing very, very well. My name is Elena. I am an intuitive reader, and today we're going to see how are people viewing you, okay? I did start this over on the other social medias, so if you came from there, thank you for checking out the full message. I am going to do a pick a card today, and so we can get out a little more than one message, okay? Okay, I do want to let you guys know I am open for personal readings. You can find my email and that information below. For the first 10 people, you get $5 off either reading. I have a 30-minute reading and I have a 60-minute reading. The information is below if you are feeling called, if you're feeling that nudge, if you're in that need for guidance and assurance. I was saying this over on TikTok that the people I have done readings for so far, they have a sense of peace, a sense of assurance of knowing that when things are really tough, when things are really confusing, when things are kind of in a whirlwind, like you're being thrown around like in a tornado, that there's a sense of comfort and assurance that a reading can give you. But if you are called to get one, then the information is below here. All right. Oh, I do want to mention my son is here today, so you may hear him playing in the background. Oh, here he comes to say hi. He is here playing, so you may hear him playing in the background. He is going to be as quiet as he can. Okay, so I did start this over on the other social medias, and I was getting here that people are viewing you as somebody that has this sense of direction for your life. You're getting very clear on like your next step. What is the next adventure for you? What is that next experience that you are calling in for yourself? I feel like people are viewing you as somebody like you are realizing the value that you bring to connections. You are really realizing how your energy and your time, the value that it has, okay, in connections here. Okay, so that was that overall kind of message here. So pile number 1 is Owl Spirit. You see clearly now. You see clearly now, Owl Spirit. Pile number 2 is Badger Spirit. Be fearless and bold, okay? Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. And then pile number 3 is Pig Spirit. Use your mind wisely. Okay, pile number 1 is Owl Spirit. You see clearly now. Pile number 2 is Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. And pile number 3 is Pig Spirit, use your mind wisely. All right, so let's get into it. Pile number 1. How are people viewing my pile number 1? How are people viewing my pile number 1? You unplugged the tree? What? You unplug it? Plug it in.
It's not so loud.
Okay, plug it in. Be careful with it because it's already... How are people viewing my pile number 1? 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 Oh, you know, I feel like pile number 1, you are absolutely setting boundaries here and cutting things off. Like you are honestly putting yourself first here and being willing to let connections and situations fall away. You're willing to walk away, and people are absolutely seeing you as somebody like that if you don't respect their boundaries, then you're not going to get to connect with them. Like they're not going to have you in their life if you're going to continuously push their boundaries, if you're not going to respect their boundaries. And I mean, and when I say boundaries, like I don't mean like if if you tell somebody, you know, I don't like that or whatever, that they don't respect it. And, you know, okay, but there's a sense of internal boundaries as well, like that you just don't, what you're available for and what you are not available for. And I feel like you're getting more confident in that and being like, you know what? This doesn't serve me. This isn't in alignment with me. This is not in alignment with my values. So I'm going to let this go. I'm not going to engage in this. I'm not going to connect in this way here. Okay, how are people viewing my pile number 1? How are people viewing pile number 1? Yes, you are set to you are keeping your eyes on the prize here. I think I said that with the air signs as well, but there is a sense of I know what I want. I know like what my treasure chest is, and I'm gonna go get it. Like there's a sense of I've got my dreams and my wishes on my mind. I'm willing to allow cycles to end and clear out my life so I can have new and better beginnings here. I'm willing to make space in my life for new things. How are people viewing my pile number 1? Yeah, they are very surprised. I feel like there is a sense of you're kind of shocking people. I feel like maybe you weren't this type of person. Like you really stayed tight, like you really held on tight to connections here, even when they weren't working, when they weren't serving you. Maybe there was a fear of abandonment here, that like you didn't want to lose connections. And it's like there's a sense of like unbotheredness. There it is. There's a sense of unbotheredness. Okay, what else? Pile number 1. How are people viewing my pile number 1? Yeah, unbothered. Unbothered is it. How are people viewing pile number 1? Yeah, people are absolutely viewing you as somebody that is willing to detach. Baby, what are you doing? People are absolutely viewing you as somebody that is willing to detach here. You could have some Virgo energy. You could have some Scorpio energy. They're like, you know, they're finding their own light. They're finding their own path here. You're somebody that is guided not from external things, but from internal. You're not an easily swayed person anymore. Like you don't easily just like, yeah, you're not easily swayed. Definitely not easily swayed. You could have some Aries energy in you, or be like Mars ruled. You could absolutely be a Mars ruled person here with the Tower and the Emperor here. Yeah, people are viewing you as somebody that's very mature, that makes very wise decisions, that does have a lot of responsibilities and obligations and people counting on you. You are somebody that is a leader. You take the lead on things. You may be the first to say something, the first to cut somebody off, the first to do something. How are people viewing pile number 1? How are people... Oh... I honestly feel like this is other people's energy. This isn't necessarily yours, but I feel like other people view you as somebody, they want to extend an emotional gesture or emotional offer to you. They kind of want, maybe bring you flowers. They want to show some type of gesture towards you, whether that is asking for your phone number, or asking on a date, or even just saying you look beautiful, or you look pretty, or you look handsome, whatever it is. Like people want to give you compliments here. You look like somebody that takes care of yourself and deserves a freaking compliment. Okay, what else? Pile number 1. How are people viewing pile number 1? How are people viewing pile number 1? Yeah, you are somebody that has really worked hard on yourself, on your well-being, on your finances, on your life. You don't take yourself, you don't take your life as a joke. And I don't mean that as like you don't know how to have fun or anything like that, but you take your resources, your time, your money, and your energy very seriously. It's like we don't have just like endless amounts of time and energy. Yeah, people view you as somebody that is kind of clear cut. Like you say what you mean what you say. Like you very much, this is what it is, this is where I stand. Like it or not, didn't need your permission. This is where I stand, this is who I am. They view you as somebody is very smart, somebody that has that's very strategic and has a plan here, somebody that is very grounded but is very like intellectually smart as well. They view you as somebody that has very wise advice and a lot of knowledge here, very intellectual person. You are somebody that is willing to put in the work though, like you have a lot of patience as well, and you do have a plan and a strategy for your life. How do people view pile number 1? I feel like people know that you have been through a lot, that things have not been handed to you. Like you've had to really put in the work here, and you've had to really overcome a lot. You've really had to learn how to build yourself up, how to work with yourself, work with others, how to show up for others here. How do people view pile number 1? Oh, like a freaking manifesting madness person. Like you are, I feel like people view you as somebody that is in touch with your desires. Like you know what you desire and you know you deserve it. Okay, let me know if that resonated. Sorry, I keep looking over at him. I'm afraid he's cutting up my couch right now. Trying to entertain himself. Okay, pile number 1. Let me know if that resonated. Let me know what pile you picked. And if you want a chance to win a free personal reading, comment your name and your birth date down below, like the video, and subscribe. Woo! Okay, pile number 2. Badger spirit. Be fearless and bold. That is number 4. Pile number 2. How are people viewing my pile number 2? How are people viewing? Please, okay, don't do that, baby. How are people viewing my pile number 2? How are people viewing my pile number 2? How are people viewing my pile number 2? How are people viewing pile number 2? How are people currently viewing pile number 2? Oh, we got a lot. Oh, I feel like they're okay. Ooh, hoo hoo. I feel like people. Okay, I feel like people are absolutely viewing you as somebody that maybe has had to make a difficult decision in regards to a relationship, or you've learned lessons about decisions in relationships. I'm feeling like you are somebody, people view as somebody that will take action on your ideas. Like if you have an idea, you're going to take action on it. You're going to either communicate it, you're going to express it, you're going to take some type of action on an idea. You're not just going to like ignore it, okay? I feel like you definitely, like people view you as somebody that is a very passionate person. Like, you know, like you show up in relationships as well as you, as best as you can here. You know how to give somebody, your heart. You know what I mean? But there's like a sense of like boldness when it comes to love. It's like you love, like you freaking love. And it's like there's almost, maybe it's like overly, like you overly give yourself in love, but people definitely view you as a lover. You could have some Gemini energy. How do people view pile number 2? Yes. They're not done yet. We just made them, honey. People absolutely view you as somebody that is a stable person. We got the 4 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. This is a lot of stability. They view you as somebody that is financially stable. You have stable relationships, stable connections in your life. I feel like there is a sense, you have a sense of like stable motivation as well. Like You may not be like overly motivated all the time, but you have like a consistent stream of motivation here. What are you getting, Kason? You have a cup. Is it right here in the chair? How are people viewing? Yeah, I feel like you have a really stable, nice home as well, and stable finances. Like you are a pretty well-rounded, stable human being. I feel like you, people could, what? Okay, give me just 1 second. Go grab orange juice. Okay, I feel like people do view you as marriage material. If I can say so myself, people absolutely view you as marriage material. Like you are somebody that they would either want to marry, like somebody that you could create a life with, somebody that can have a really deep commitment, somebody that you can really count on, somebody that you can really depend on here, somebody that you can grow with, somebody you can deeply connect with. Beautiful. How do people view my pile number 2? I feel like people are very curious about you. How are people viewing my pile number 2? How are people viewing? Yeah, there is a sense of determination within you, pile number 2. Like I am going for it, which is interesting because we got the Be Fearless and Bold as your oracle card. But I feel like, yeah, people definitely view you as somebody like, I've got an idea, I'm going for it. Like, I am absolutely going for it. I'm gonna give it a try, whether I screw it up and fail or not. Yeah, mommy duty. Mommy duty calls. Mommy duty calls. Okay, yeah, you absolutely are somebody like, I've got an idea, I'm going to freaking get it. Like, I'm gonna go try. If I make a mistake, if I fail, oh well, at least I tried. You could have some Cancer, you could have some Taurus in your chart, some Gemini here. Don't have to though. All right, how are people viewing my pile number 2? Yeah, there is this sense of resilience. I'm giving it a freaking try, which is interesting. To Be Fearless and Bold. I feel like you have had to really persevere and push through a lot of obstacles here, but there's this sense of I'm still going, I'm still standing, I'm still showing up for myself. Very, very dependable energy. Very, very stubborn energy in a way, like a good stubborn. Like, you can't break me, I'm so dang stubborn. Like, I can't give up because I'm so stubborn. Yes, there is a sense of action, of excitement, of passion, of, you know what I mean? There's a sense of, there's like a lot of physical energy I'm getting here. Like, you have a lot of like physical energy when you're doing something you're really passionate and excited and inspired by. It's like I can like almost feel like this surge of energy that comes in you. Now, I do want to say you could be somebody like kind of put your all into something at times, like I'm going all in, I'm going all for it, and then maybe it kind of fades off because the night can be kind of hot and cold, like comes on really hot and heavy and then kind of burns out fast. That is a possibility here. Although I was getting the sense that you have a very, very stable energy, I feel like there's a sense of your physical life. Your physical well-being is very stable, like your home and your money and like your mindset, your mentality, your emotions maybe even are pretty stable. Like you know how to manage life very well in a very productive, efficient way. But I feel like you still like you get really excited and inspired and motivated and driven about certain passionate things in your life here. I do want to say again, you're absolutely marriage material, pile number 2. You are marriage material. It's like you're stable enough to be to be dependable, to be level-headed, for somebody to count on, but you're exciting enough to not be boring, okay? To have somebody guessing here. I don't know if I'm still on the how are people viewing you, but I'm very much picking up this energy. It's like I'm stable enough, I'm level-headed enough, my mindset isn't too erratic, my life is stable enough, but I can switch up on you a little bit. I can, kind of do things I've never done before. I'm a little I'm a little unpredictable, not undependable. Okay, somebody was calling and I didn't want to mess up the video. I feel like you have a very secure and stable home life. Like your finances, your physical well-being is taken care of, your mentality is good. You're a very, very grounded person. And like I said, you're marriage material here. You're marriage material. Okay, what else for pile number 2? Pile number 2. And you're just spicy enough to not have somebody bored. Yeah, I feel like people definitely view you as somebody that they can count on, somebody that's a leader, somebody that shows up, somebody, you know what I mean? This is a very grounded, dependable energy as well, a very patient energy. I'm going to show up and put in the work kind of energy. Beautiful, 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 beautiful pile number 2. Let me know what pile you picked and let me know if it resonated, okay? If you do want a chance to win a free personal reading, comment your name and your birth date down below, like the video and subscribe. Pile number 3, Pig Spirit. Number 47, use your mind wisely. There we go. Maybe I shouldn't put it so close. You can see a little bit better. Okay. Pile number 3. What are you doing, Kason?
You fellow.
Okay. How are people viewing my pile number 3? How are people viewing my... Yeah. How are people viewing my pile number 3? How are people viewing my pile number 3? Pig Spirit. Use your mind wisely. How are people viewing my pile number 3? Huh? How are people viewing my pile? Oh, very exciting energy. Very passionate energy, wanting to take action on passionate things. I feel like you guys may have a lot of hobbies or a lot of things that you're passionate about. Multi-passionate person. Okay, Kason, how are people viewing my pile number 3? How are people viewing my pile number 3? Oh, we got this one again. I feel like this is a sense of people kind of view you as a sense of emotional fulfillment. Like you bring them a sense of emotional fulfillment. You fulfill some type of emotional need they have. How are people viewing? Yeah, there is a sense of people view as somebody that is worth investing in, somebody that is a good investment, so an investment they can count on they can count on a return in their investment. They know that investing in you, investing their time, their money, or their energy in you is a good investment. You have a sense of loyalty to yourself, a sense of you have a wiseness to you. You're very wise and knowledgeable. Dependable as well. Okay, pile number 3. Clear and accurate messages, please, for pile number 3. Extremely intuitive. This could be, you could be like tarot readers or work in the spiritual community as well. People kind of view as somebody that has a connection with source, with the divine here. I feel like people view you as somebody that has a lot of spiritual knowledge. somebody that has a sense of connection to the spiritual realms here, somebody that has a lot of information and a lot of knowledge and wisdom here. People view you as somebody that knows a lot but says very little. People view you as somebody that is kind of mysterious here, somebody that doesn't put all their cards on the table, somebody that knows how to keep a secret, somebody that knows how to keep their mouth shut when it's required, somebody that they can work with, somebody that knows how to cooperate here. How do people view my pile number 3? Yes. 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 People view you as somebody that is very, very connected. Somebody that is connected to their desires. Somebody that is connected to their worthiness and their value. Somebody that is connected to their dreams as well. Like you have a sense of connection to your future version of yourself, okay? I feel like people could view you as like kind of a little futuristic, kind of like a little, what is that word? Is it eccentric or, I don't think, okay, Spider-Man, calm down, okay? Just for a minute. Wait till I get done with the video and then you can do all that. Yeah, I feel like people kind of view you as somebody that is a little eccentric. Like maybe you have an eccentric style or something like that. How are people viewing pile? Oh. So I feel like people absolutely view you as somebody that has a lot of ideas first and foremost, but simply has this deep understanding and awareness of what is true for them and what isn't. Like that you have the sense of knowing that may be true for you, but that's not necessarily true for me. Like that's not the truth I choose to embody. That's not the truth that I choose to make my decisions through. Like there's a sense of you have this deep knowing of what your own truth is and what truths you live your life by. Okay, I feel like people do view you as somebody that is very peaceful, somebody that somebody that's kind of reflective in a way, somebody this is what I'm hearing. You can hold space for other people. Like you can hold space for other people's pain, and there's a sense of like, yeah, you hold space for other people's pain. Like you're able to hear people out without getting stuck in that energy, without taking on that pain and that energy yourself. I feel like people could view you as somebody that does like to travel, that does like new experiences as well. Now, people could absolutely view you as somebody that maybe self-sabotages. Now, I do want to say, I feel like people view you as somebody that does not engage in like all out war, I guess. Like you're the type of person that's willing to say, you know what, this isn't my fight. Case in baby. Like this isn't my fight. This isn't my, I'm not here to win just to win. Like I'm here to either get something done. I'm here to connect. I'm here to have a conversation. I'm here to get this, whatever it is. I'm not here to win just to win. I'm here to express my ideas. I'm here to express my thoughts. But I'm not here just to freaking win, just to be right. How do people view my pile number 3? Yeah, I feel like people definitely view you, that you could have some Pisces energy as well. Did I say Aquarius? Some Sag energy, some Capricorn energy. I feel like people could absolutely view you as somebody that is patient, is willing to kind of look at things differently, look at things from a different perspective. That you know your own truth, you know the kind of the truths and beliefs that you live your life by, but you're willing to look at other people's truths in decisions as well, without judgment, without being like, no, you're wrong for believing this, you're wrong for believing that. And it's like, no, you get to believe that, but I also get to believe this. How do people view my pile number 3? How do people view my pile number 3? I feel like people definitely view as somebody that is willing to have the freaking conversation. They're willing to have the uncomfortable conversation. I'm willing to tell you like it is, and I'm not, yeah, oh my goodness. People absolutely view you as somebody that is very accomplished, somebody that they can look up to, somebody that kind of is in a leadership role. Like, you have this leadership energy to you, somebody you can look up to, somebody you can trust, somebody you can count on here. I feel like people do kind of view as somebody that they can enjoy your company, they can connect with you. There's a sense of emotional satisfaction here. How do people view my pile number 3? How are people viewing my pile number 3? Best and highest messages, please, for pile number 3. How are people viewing my pile number 3? Yeah. There is a sense of, you absolutely have this sense of clear communication. I'm telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. Here's my wisdom and my knowledge. What you do with it is what you do with it. There's a sense of, I'm telling it like it is. I'm telling you what I know. People view you as somebody that is very smart and a very clear communicator. You are very intellectually smart. You do use your mind wisely, okay? You are an efficient and direct communicator here. When it's needed, you're not just like blabbering, blah, 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 just like everything that comes to your mind, but you have effective and productive communication style. You have a lot of knowledge that you have in you that you're willing to share when it's needed, when it's actually going to be received. Okay, you do have a lot of spiritual wisdom as well, spiritual gifts, okay? As well, and I feel like people maybe people have like a little reservation to like fully understanding your spiritual gifts here. Interesting. Let me know if this resonated. Let me know what pile you picked as well. If you would like a chance to win a free personal reading, comment your name down below, like the video, and subscribe, okay? I am open for free personal readings. My email will be in the description box. I will see you guys on the next one.